Welcome back, guys. So today we got kind of a cool one, a little 128 gigabyte build. This build, I am kind of showing it right now running in HyperPie 2. Just to preface this is not a build that I had anything to do with. I did not put any of this together, or I haven't tweaked anything or done anything. I'm just peeping it out. This was sent to me from Pascal Wagner. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, bro. He's on my Facebook group, active out there in the community, and he shared this with me, and we're just peeping it out real quick. So his focus with this build wasn't so much with HyperPie 2, so I am going to switch over to Emulation Station in a moment here. This is just real sluggish, and it's just not a very smooth experience to me using HyperPie 2, so I believe he felt maybe the same way and put more focus on the Emulation Station side of things. But I did want to showcase this because, sure, you could possibly tweak this around a little bit and enjoy it in HyperPie 2 in attract mode if you so choose. I just wanted to kind of throw it out there a little bit. To me, it's too chunky and slow of a process to go through this attract mode side of things. Sure, you can customize it a bit and change things up, so there's always that. And this build, it is sitting at, I want to say, 110 gigabytes, somewhere around there. It's going to have a nice selection of games, but you may notice that it doesn't have a huge amount of games. And the point of that, I believe, is that this is a personal build. It's more of a customized, hand-picked set of games. And for this individual, that's what he wanted to do. But with the prospect of you building on top of it, he did leave artwork for everything on here, so you can easily add and remove to your whim, if you were to be messing with this. So here I'm just going to scroll through, show you the game list. 25 Sega CD there, Super Nintendo. Everything's got the snaps, the video snaps going. Like I said, all the additional artwork is there as well. If people wanted to use that. 120. What is this? It's Super Nintendo hacks. There's some cool stuff on here, by the way. A lot of people are really into the hacks. I started kind of getting more into them myself, and I have definitely discovered a lot of cool games. Some things are just retranslations. Some are going to be, game edits where they're actually kind of messed around with a little bit. Overall, I still think it's pretty cool stuff with the hacks for some of these systems. TurboGrafx, pretty much the entire US library. Not very many games there. And then we do have some collections, Beat 'em Up, Bomberman. Nice little handful of stuff added in there to easily find what you're looking for. Bomberman, 16 games, man. I didn't know. Bomberman's pretty popular. Castlevania, nice chunk of games here. Castlevania is definitely a classic. Not too many stinkers in the Castlevania series. Final Fantasy, all the Final Fantasies up to PlayStation 1. Mega Man collection. Who doesn't love Mega Man? Come on now. All the NES stuff, Super Nintendo, PlayStation. Metal Slug, got all the Neo Geo games there. Shoot 'em ups, pretty cool. Nice chunky list of shoot 'em ups thrown in here. Definitely one that I'm going to peep out. Einhinder for PlayStation, pretty sweet stuff. Street Fighter, Zelda, you got your custom collections. Looks like Zelda collections listed in there, but you can always turn off custom collections. Not sure why the collection looks like it's possibly repeated, but that's okay. You can turn that off. Total games is 2,445. Like I said, this is more of a hand-selected set here. FBA, you got a nice set of FBA going on. Game Boy, 147, just kind of getting rid of some of the fluff there, I suppose. Game Boy Advance, same thing, 241. There's, like over 1,000 games for the Game Boy Advance. A lot of them are just whatever. Boom. Master System 70. Boom. Neo Geo 81. So, you know, a little more than half of the Neo Geo library there. Pretty good stuff. NES 172. That's knocked down quite a bit. Hand selected goodness, like I said. Definitely good stuff. And then a handful of hacks for the NES. There's a ton of NES hacks. Tons of them. I've been really messing with a lot of them. I'm actually going to highlight a handful more of NES hacks in the very near future, because there's been a lot of them I've been discovering and a lot of new ones coming out, a lot of new updates and whatnot, and I feel it's pretty cool to share that with you guys. Here's your PlayStation list. Huge list of games. A lot of them are going to be the multi-discs for some of these role-playing games. And as you see, I mean, it's a big list of role-playing games. Some people might like that, some people might not. But hey, they're there and the artwork is there, so it's easily changed out and moved around. And the other thing, these do have, okay, it's got like the HyperPie loading screen. You know, you can always change that or just leave it as is, whatever you so choose. But he does have all the bezels from Phil's Doodles. So Phil's Doodles hooked him up with the download to get all of his little custom bezels thrown in there. And FBA, from what I was told, I didn't check it out on this video, but each game does have its own bezel. Pretty cool stuff. Some people don't like bezels, but you can always turn them off in RetroArch if you so choose. But for now, I think it's pretty cool the way it's set up. Definitely a build you can make your own, expand upon. And just to note again, not my build. I had zero to do with this. Just sharing it with you guys because it was shared with me. If you want more information, join the Facebook group. Link is in the description. Peep it out. And with that said, guys, I really do appreciate you stopping in. Just wanted to share this with y'all. Smash that like button, subscribe, do all that great stuff, and I will catch y'all next time. Peace out. Bye-bye. Boom.